Hi, this is Dr. Xu teaching mine ventilation for mining engineering college students. In this video, I will use a simple mine ventilation model to teach you how to use a mine ventilation design software, Ventsim. First, open Ventsim and click File, Save. Give it a name, Save. Click the little pencil icon. Click and hold the left mouse button and start drawing airways. Release the mouse button at the end of the airway. Continue drawing by clicking at the end of the next airway. You can stop drawing by using the ESC key on the keyboard. When drawing a new airway that is connected to another airway, the mouse will automatically snap to the closest node or airway. Like this. So far, all the airways are drawn on one surface plane. Let's draw another 3 airway. When in this Draw Airways mode, if you click on the screen and release the mouse button, you can use entry and exit coordinates to draw airways. We will not use this method for now. Click this icon to show the nodes. See this. You can insert airway nodes by clicking this icon. I will insert one node here, one node here. You can delete the airway by using this cross icon. Delete this airway. You can move an airway using this icon. And you can copy an airway using this icon. Select the little arrow next to the log icon. Make sure the vertical is enabled. Now you can draw vertical shaft by holding the Shift key on the keyboard. Click the Draw Airways icon. Click here. Press the Shift button. Press ESC on the keyboard. Now you have one shaft here. On the other side, do the same thing. Press Shift. Release Shift. And press ESC on the keyboard. Select the 2 shafts by using the star icon. Click the spanner icon. You can specify airway names and other information here. Select airway shape here as round. Change the diameter to 7 meters. And the area is automatically calculated. You can assign the airways to different layers for complicated models. As these 2 shafts are connected to the surface, make sure check the surface box here. You can type in the resistance value for the airway here, or you can specify friction factor here. And the system will automatically calculate and update the resistance value here once you click the Apply button. See, now the friction factor is 0.012, so the system calculated resistance is 0.00195. If I change this to 0.03 and apply, now the resistance is updated automatically. Close the edit window. Press the ESC key on the keyboard to unselect the airways, so we are not accidentally editing the airways previously selected. Click the spanner icon and select the shaft on the right. Click the fan icon from the edit window. From the initial mine ventilation design, assume you know the total required airflow rate is 120 cubic meter per second. Put a fixed flow here. 120 cubic meter per second. Click Apply and Simulate. You can see there is an error. If we click the error, it tells us that Airway 17 has no exit connection. Close it and we will fix it. The problem is here. Click the spanner again and select the blind-ended airway. Make sure the airway icon is selected from the edit window. Check close end here. For airways that is not connected to other airways, we will need to either specify them as reach to surface or it is the closed-end airway. In this case, it is the closed-end airway. Click Apply and Simulate. Now you can see the arrows started to move, indicating airflow. If the arrow is not moving, click the little arrow next to the Animate Airflow icon. Select a higher animation speed, like 10. Make sure airflow is selected here and quantity is selected here. The number next to each airway is the airflow rate in that airway. Select the spanner icon again. Select the exhaust shaft. Select the fan icon from the edit window. In this window, here shows the total pressure required for the fan, the total flow rate in the exhaust shaft, and on the right it shows the power consumption and the yearly power cost. By default, the two intersected airways are connected at the intersection point. For example, if I draw an airway here and run the simulation, you can see air can make turns here. There's 35 in this airway and 9 in that airway. That is because some of the air from the 35 airway goes to that part. So air can make turns here. If I don't want the airflow to meet here to simulate an overcast, I can select the little arrow next to the lock icon and deselect intersections. Now, delete this airway. If I draw the same airway and click Simulate again, now you can see air is flowing from left to right and from bottom to top. There is 7 cubic meter per second and there is 7 cubic meter per second. Air is not turning at this intersection. So this is to simulate an overcast. Anytime you have made changes, make sure you rerun the simulation by clicking the simulation button in the edit window or the icon here. Lastly, if you are bored working on the model, right-click the mouse, select Flight. You can shoot the airways that you have built. Press the ESC key on the keyboard to escape from the flight mode. Alright, this is Dr. Xu. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumb up and subscribe my channel. I will see you in the next video.